Today I'm going to be testing out a brand that I've never hit before in terms of drivers. We're going to be testing out the new range from Wilson Staff. It is the Dynapower range of drivers for 2026. So we have the Wilson Staff Dynapower Max Head, which is obviously comparable to most other brands. We also have the Dynapower LS Head, which is the player's head, the low spinning head. Again, comparable model to other brands. And then we also have one that I've just had to have a little look at, the Dynapower Carbon, which I believe this is like their core head. We've got them all in 9 degrees. Let's see how they perform against each other and show you the difference between each model. Right, starting off with the Max driver. This driver is generally not the model that I would normally go into, but we're going to test it nonetheless. Again, they are all in 9-degree head, and we're going to be using the Ventus TR6X, which is pretty comparable to my gamer shaft. But yeah, let's see how we get on with this. It should be the highest spinning, highest launching out of the 3, but we'll see how the numbers get on. All right, looking down at the driver, it actually looks really nice. It sits a little bit closed, which actually might help me because I do generally have a bit of a right miss. Underneath of the driver looks super clean as well. I've never actually looked down at a Wilson driver, but this range, I have to admit, look really good. Let's see if we can hit some good ones. That was high toe. That's actually done all right, to be fair. It's like falling out the sky. I bet the spin on that is like 1200. Yeah, well, I guess 1142. To be fair, that's done really good. That has literally hit almost sky. That's a better hit. Just came out a little bit high. All right, third one with this. That was not a good swing. Going to hit one more with this because that was not the best swing. That's actually done all right though, to be fair. I have to admit, this is actually a lot lower spinning than I thought it would be. Got a weird sound off the face when you don't catch out the middle. Okay guys, that is 3 shots done with the Max head. We're just going to move on to the Carbon head, see how we got on with that. Right, next up is the Carbon driver. Again, this is one I have not tried before, but looking at how low spinning the Max head was, we might struggle to get this one in the air. Again, looking down at it, it looks really nice. It's pretty similar, to be fair, to the Max head. Definitely more compact than most other brands, I'd say. Completely different feel off the face, I'd say. Actually done okay. Low spinning, really low spinning this series of drivers. That's the best hit I've hit so far. Definitely seems to come out higher than most drivers I've hit, but high with low spin, which is actually a really good mix. Oh, that was nice, that one. Right, last hit with this one. A little bit across it. Right, onto the LS head in the range, which is generally the head that I normally go into with each brand. With this range of drivers, I might struggle with it a little bit because the other two seem to be super low spinning. But anyway, the look of the head, again, looks really similar to the other two. I do prefer the look of this. It's a slightly more compact looking head. But let's hit a few of this and see how we get on. Where did the ball go? Where did the ball go? Oh. Oh, that felt unreal. It's definitely come out a lot lower than the other two. And that is almost a centre line job. The whole feel of the driver felt very different to the other two. It feels more solid, I would say. Good start, that. And it's actually a little bit spinnier than the other two, funnily enough. Again, a lot of that can be due to strike. Oh, this actually feels the easiest to swing. It seems to be easier to square up. I could easily play this driver. After never hitting the Wilson driver before, that feels unbelievable. Right, last one. Always on the low spin driver, the ball has to fall off the tee. That's just the usual thing. Wow, okay. That was not in the middle of the club face, and that is really forgiving. 3 and done with the LS head. Have to admit, that felt really good. That's probably one of the best drivers I've hit from all the ranges so far. Let's dive into numbers and let's just see what the difference is between the three. Right, we're looking at the numbers side by side here. The ball speed was the lowest with the max head, which has definitely seen a pattern which we've seen with other brands as well. Quite forgiving, but actually really low spinning. Way lower spinning than I thought it would be, but really high launch, which generally actually is pretty good mix. The dispersion on it was pretty good, and actually the total and carry distance was really good, especially compared to a lot of other brands with the max head. Going into the carbon head, we had a ball speed of 154, total spin 2,400, and then 274 carry and 285 total. Now, going into the LS head, again, as I've mentioned just a minute ago, this is probably one of the best driver heads I've hit in testing across all the brands so far. Huge surprise, to be honest. We have an average ball speed of 157, total spin of 2.3, which was a really consistent amount. We didn't have any low spinners dive out the air, and we didn't have any high spinners, even though we actually had a few off-centre strikes. We had a 279 carry average for 300 total. But more importantly, we hit 3 shots and only 3 shots. And looking at the dispersion, look at that. Centre line, on the line, all the way up there. Not much dispersion front to back and not much dispersion left to right. This is a driver I want to do some more testing on. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what should I put this up against? Obviously, the first thing I need to do is compare it to my actual gamer, and then let's compare it to some other LS models. Guys, let me know down in the comments what other reviews or what other testing videos you would like to see. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.